Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to a SimHanger Quick Bite. My name is Mark. This is my condensed version of the 1.5 hour development live stream hosted by both of the Microsoft Flight Simulator team and Asobo. During the live stream, many questions were posed and some were answered. If you're looking for more detail, then check out the link below this video of the full stream. The first item on the agenda was Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and Sim Update 16. They reported that the update's on track and thanked users for their feedback, and it now has a targeted release date of the 29th of July. Turning our attention now to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and Sim Update 3. During the live stream, this was initially reported as having the same release date, 29th July. However, later on in the stream, Jorg had the following to say.
And then I think somebody said, when is it coming? And we honestly don't know. So there's a couple of things that are, I think Marcel mentioned it earlier, the stutters need to be looked at, and there's a couple of other things that we're chasing. And then we have to go through certification. So it's 729 looks a little iffy now. I actually don't think that's going to happen, but we are very close. So hopefully very soon.
City Update 12 is on target and due for release on the 20th of August. All we know is that it's a European city, as they've decided to hold back the details and announce it at Gamescom, which will be held between the 20th and 24th of August this year. The fourth freeway aircraft is also on the cards for release at that date, but once again details will only be announced at Gamescom. The only hint given is that it'll be water-based. If you're a member of the Microsoft Flight Simulator forums, you can submit questions for the devs to answer during these updates in advance. One of the questions posed, and fairly obvious I think, is the issue of ongoing problems regarding the VRAM usage. Sebastian responded accordingly. This is what he had to say. Please note that his answer has been edited for the sake of brevity. So once again a reminder, you can watch the full stream, link in the notes below.
Glass cockpits, so everything that's displayed on screen is in VRAM in terms of textures, but also mesh. Shaders, there's so many things. Basically, there is so much that it doesn't all fit. The goal is to only put into VRAM what is needed when it's drawn, and that's not so easy. So I think the optimizations we've been done in the past is sometimes we have had leaks or just stuff which is too big, and then the optimization is also to make sure we can fast enough bring stuff into VRAM when it's needed. Generally, when you slow down a lot is when you have more stuff displayed than you have room in VRAM, and basically every frame it needs to pull out stuff and pull in new stuff to be able to display. And so I don't know exactly the detail of the next steps, but I know it's been improving. The last tests I did, I gained a few gigabytes. This is ongoing. I think it's going to be... there's also an asset side optimization, so if a texture is 4K but could be 2K, obviously that's going to be easier on VRAM. So I think that's going to be ongoing for some time.
One question asked on a number of occasions by a number of individuals was the constant CTDs being experienced in multiplayer in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Hopefully they'll be able to address this soon, as the question was not answered during the live stream. One piece of news that will be welcomed by many is that third-party aircraft will now be available to rent. In the marketplace, you can select a category, then filter to find any that are available, but personally I find it easier to go to the top and in the search bar type in rent. Then from the search bar on the left-hand side, select available to rent. To filter further, you'll then be able to identify any of the third-party aircraft that are available. Rental will not apply just to aircraft, and the selection available will depend on the sim that you're using. To see the details, then select the product that interests you the most. I'm going to select FS Reborn's Sting S4, great aircraft, and in addition to the normal buy, we've got rent from £1.89. Click on that. And we can see there are two options available. If you want to rent it just for a day, it's £1.89. Or if you want to give it a longer trial before purchasing it, you can opt for the 3 days at £4.69. Then, if you decide to purchase that product within 7 days of the expiry, the rental cost will be deducted from the final purchase cost of that aircraft. If you don't go ahead with the purchase, the rental cost is not refundable. Whether or not third parties will offer their product for rent, it will be at the third party's discretion, and obviously they will set the rental price, not Microsoft Flight Simulator, and is purely at their discretion. At the end of the stream, Marwan from FlightFX gave us a quick rundown on the Cessna Citation X, high-quality jet that's now available in the marketplace. As always, thank you very much for joining me. Take care, look after yourselves. I'll see you all again very soon. And ciao for now.